Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today, we're going to travel back in time to the best Transformers show, in my opinion, which is Transformers Prime anyway. So today's figure that we're going to take a look at is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Optimus Prime. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this figure. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here is Optimus Prime himself, fully transformed into his big truck mode. I definitely like this vehicle mode from Optimus Prime in the Transformers Prime show. It felt awesome. It looks so cool in the show. Wow, it's just the design. It's really well done. I like this. I really like this truck mode. Of course, the figure doesn't do the character justice because there's not a lot of paint in the front, and you got a green translucent plastic for the windows, and I don't get the green. I really don't get why the windows are green. I don't get that. Really green? Seriously? You got some nice silver paint right here for this section right here. Got some nice yellow for these lights, you know. And you got this spikage, you know, this gray plastic for this for the front bumper, I guess. And then you got the nice silver paint for the grill, and that's it. Other than that, you don't see a lot of paint in the front right there. Got some nice yellow for the windows, the side windows anyway. So, and you can technically see his head right there. So to quote Emgo, visible head syndrome. There we go. But yeah, again, it would have been better if this had more paint, you know, silver rims. You know, there's no silver rims, unfortunately. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. If I had a rerollable set for this guy, then I would have made this look awesome, you know. But yeah, he definitely would have had more paint, you know. Yeah. Okay, let's see. If Transformers Prime gets into the Studio Series form, I need this design as a Studio Series figure, so it becomes more screen accurate, you know. So yeah. Anyway. Oh man, my throat is going. Give me 1 second. Woo! Sorry about that. Had to clear my throat first because my throat was going. But anyway, so now of course this Prime can definitely roll in his truck mode. Pretty cool. And I forgot to mention that there's no paint for the smokestacks. It's not silver. It's all gray. It's all kinds of gray. And you can see here there's this is like a rocket pack going on here. There's his wings right here just tabbed in. Yeah, this basically is homaging his trailer. So you can see his feet sticking out the back. So yeah, I can see his hands just right there. So yeah, this figure is definitely very simple, very basic, but it's still a special figure to have. So now let's move on to some size comparisons. Here is Beast Hunters Prime compared with the previous version of Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. This is my Takara Transformers Prime Arms Micron Voyager class Prime. You can see how they scale with one another. With the RID Warrior class Optimus Prime, you can see, yeah, this is way bigger than this one, because this truck mode doesn't really scale with anything. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next comparison. And just because, here is Optimus Prime compared with the Earthrise Deluxe Class Ironhide. So that is pretty much it for the Ultimate comparisons. Now, of course, Optimus Prime includes some accessories. He includes the Star Saber, and it's a nice looking sword. The thing that really bugs me is the green. I don't get the green on the blade. I really don't. It's just no. And this is not a really screen accurate looking Star Saber because it doesn't have the thing that's supposed to come down right here. It doesn't have that. So unfortunately, yeah, it loses something in translation. Yeah, you can see here there is a post right here. You can see the handle is done in a nice gunmetal gray. I mean, I like the gunmetal gray paint right here, but the thing with the green, just that's not screen accurate. It should be silver. It should be all silver. So, now to store this in the truck mode, there is the center port right here. I mean, you can actually plug it to these ports right here if you want to, and these ports right here. I mean, you can do that if you want to, but for the official storage, just plug this in right on top here, and there we go. Just have the sword stored on the truck mode like that. And he does also include 2 guns. You can see here, you can actually open this up like so and make it like crossbows or some kind, and you can actually just press this lever right here, this button, and this will shoot the missile right there. It still works. Yay, it still shoots. It still shoots. There we go. It shoots quite fast. It shoots quite fast anyway. So now just bring this in right here, and to store this in truck mode, there are ports on the sides right here. Just plug this in. Plug this in. Oh, my throat is going. Just plug this in and just plug this in, and there we go. He is actually, you know, nice and armored up. So that's pretty cool. I do quite like that. Yeah, but the storage doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense actually. Let's take this off, and now that looks better. That looks a whole lot better. And also, there's a little bit of blue plastic right here that was used for the these guns or crossbows, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so let's take them off to the side right now, and we shall transform Optimus Prime into his robots mode. And the transformation on this guy is pretty simple. So you want to untap the wings from the sides right here. Untap the wings. Untap them. If you want to make a flying truck mode, you can do so. Just untap this and just bring this up like that, I guess. Make him fly. Whoosh! Just whoosh all around. Yeah, you can do that if you want to, but you know, this is more for robot mode. It's more for robot mode. Anyway, so now I want to untap all this right here. You want to untap the arms from the legs. Just untap them. Untap them. There we go. You want to untap these side sections right here, and just bring this down. Untap all this, and just bring this around, and they will meet in the middle. Tap together, and just bring this all down, just like so, and just untap all this. There we go. Now you want to rotate the top waist 180. There we go, and just straighten up his legs. Flip out the heel spurs. I do have an issue with this leg joint, and just split the legs. And now I need to raise up the camera a little bit more so that I have some more room to operate. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're at the top floor, and we shall take these arms and just bring them out and just tap them into place, just like so. And you want to rotate the wrists a little bit more so that the hands are oriented properly. And just bring this over, tap that in, just rotate the arm down like so, bring this shoulder pad up, and just rotate the hand around, just like so. And we're almost done here, peoples. And just flip out his head, just like so, and that will click into place. There we go. So now I'm going to take this whole section right here. You have to bring this all around like so, bring this all around like so, and this will just rest onto the back like so, and just bring this down. There are 2 tabs right here that will go into these notches right there. So just bring all this down, and that would tab into place, and that would keep the backpack locked into place. So now just bring this in, like so. Make sure that tabs into place, and there we go. So now I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So once you've done all that, there you have Optimus Prime fully transformed into his Autobots mode. And I do quite like this design of Prime, you know, the Beast Hunter's Prime design. It just looks pretty cool. It looks very interesting, and I love this design. I mean, the figure itself doesn't do the figure itself doesn't do the blah 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 blah. My tongue stopped working again. The figure itself doesn't do the character justice because, you know, I mean, it does look good, but it would have been better if there was more paint on it, you know. There's not a lot of paint on this figure. I mean, you do have some nice silver paint on the arms and nice silver paint on the shins, nice silver paint on the chest right here, these spikes as well, nice silver paint on the crotch a little bit. And he does have some paint on the head sculpt. Let's look at the head sculpt right there. And yeah, nice looking primey head sculpt. It kind of looks like he's angry. He's like, "Rrr." And he does have some nice green translucent eyes. Again, I don't get the green. I really don't get the green. Why does he have green eyes? That's weird. And you can see here, it does have some nice light piping. So the eyes do glow a nice green, which is pretty cool. I do quite like that. But yeah, yeah, I wish his eyes wasn't green. It should have been blue. It should have been blue. But yeah, it's still a nice looking head sculpt. Nice silver paint on the head crest as well. That's pretty cool. The head doesn't really... I mean, the face... Yeah, I know he looks angry, but the face doesn't look quite screen accurate. It's an okay face sculpt. Not too crazy about this face sculpt. I'm not too crazy about it, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah. And here's my issue with this figure. The issue with this figure is that this joint right here, this foot, doesn't stay put. Yeah, it's loose. It's very loose. Sometimes it wants to stay up, but it's definitely very loose. So yeah, there's some mold degradations on this figure. So yeah, ever since I got this figure, I mean the foot joint was tight, but now it kind of loosened up. So that's unfortunate. But hey, he still can stand, so I'm not complaining that much. So, and yeah, he does have a backpack, but you know, in the show he did have this backpack, so it's screen accurate. So yeah. And I forgot to mention, I do quite like the way they actually molded in the wheels into the legs, whereas these are the real wheels. But yeah, they actually molded in the wheels, but they never painted it. They never painted it, unfortunately. So yeah. But still a nice looking robot mode all around. So now, his articulation, the head can do some rotation from side to side. Can't really rotate a full 360 because you can see a little bit here. It's this little red piece section, this red section right here. It's kind of getting in the way of the head rotation, so it doesn't really allow the head to rotate a full 360, unfortunately. The shoulders. Hold on, just bring this up a little bit more, like so. The shoulders can rotate. They could rotate a full 360, but this piece is getting in the way, so I can't really... Okay, you have to rotate this around like that. So it can definitely rotate a full 360. You just have to maneuver around the wings, you know, so yeah. It can definitely rotate a full 360. You do have a ratcheted outward movements for the arms. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. And you can actually move this shoulder pad around if you want to. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow joint, slightly under 90 degrees of bend. He does have a wrist swivel as well. So that's something that's pretty cool. I do quite like that. And he does have a waist swivel as well, a little bit of a waist swivel. The legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, and he can pretty much. He can technically do the full splits. He does have a rotation above the knee. You do have a ratcheted knee joint, about under 90 degrees of bend. That's pretty cool. And no ankle tilt, but the foot can actually move down some. But you're gonna that's gonna leave a big gap right there, and that does not look good anyway. So put this up. Anyway, so yeah, he is poseable, but not too poseable. You know, it's not too poseable. I wish he had ankle tilts. Unfortunately, he doesn't have ankle tilts. It is what it is. Now he can definitely hold his weapons. So one cool thing with this figure is that you can actually plug in this gun right here on this hand. Whoops! I accidentally shot the missile. Let me pick up the missile a bit. There we go. There he is. So just plug this missile back in. Sometimes, you know, this is on a hair trigger because, you know, sometimes I just accidentally, you know, press that button. And you can actually plug this on the other side. You know, you can have a double, you know, cannon type deal right here. I mean, that's cool. That is pretty cool in my opinion. That's nice. But I don't want to use these guns in robot mode. I would like to store these in robot mode. So in robot mode, how do you store these weapons? There are, you can see there are ports right here. They are supposed to plug in to these ports just like so. Plug them in like so. And just plug them in just like so. And there you go. And that, you know, makes it pretty cool, like a display, you know, like how do you say it? How would I say it? Like a cool jetpack, you know? It gives him some rocket boosters. That's pretty cool. I do quite like that. Let's straighten this up a little bit more. And there we go. But you know, once you store the guns in the back right here, it doesn't allow the wings to sit flush anymore, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely bring out the wings if you want to. You can bring out the wings like that. Just open this up a little bit and just bring this up like so. And unfortunately, one more issue with this figure is that this doesn't really tab in all that securely. So once you just tab all this into those notches, it wants to untab itself on you. So yeah, that's unfortunate. It doesn't really want to untap. It doesn't want to tab in. I have no idea what I'm saying. It doesn't really want to tab in super securely. That's what I'm trying to say. I know words, man. I know words. Anyway. So he can definitely hold his sword. So yeah, I'm gonna give him his sword like so, and that is pretty cool. He has the power. He has the power. Oh yes, he has the power. Anyway, so now we shall move on to some size comparisons. And here is Beast Hunters Prime compared with the Takara Transformers Prime Arms Micron Voyager class Optimus Prime. You can see here he gets big, he gets bigger, he gets beefier, he gets you know, beefed up like so after getting his upgrade. And of course he is a little bit taller than his previous body. So there you have that. With the little RID Warrior class Optimus Prime. You can see here. Oh man, this guy, it's, I mean, I still like this figure, but this one is way bigger than that, so unfortunately. But anyway, so now let's conclude with the final comparison. And lastly, here is Optimus Prime compared with the Earthrise Deluxe Class Ironhide. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Optimus Prime. And this figure is just okay in my opinion. It's decent for what it is. It's just missing a lot of painted details in the robot mode, and also in the truck mode. It's missing a lot of paint. I mean, I really don't like the gray feet because it shouldn't be gray. It should be like silver, or at least black. You know. It would have been better if it was silver. And the wings, it's nice that he does have the wings, you know. You can actually pose him with the wings if you want to. And he does have those crossbow gun weapons, and that's pretty cool. And the sword, yeah, it's a nice looking sword. It's just that the green is just bugging me a little bit. Yeah, I really don't get the green. I seriously don't get the green. And of course, I don't get the green for his eyes and the windshield for the chest, you know. Yeah, I really don't get it. I mean, he does have some nice silver paint all around. I mean, like here and here, the arms, the shins, and the head. He does have some nice silver paint, but it would have been better if he had a lot more silver paint. Then it would look gorgeous, in my opinion. So yeah, the truck mode definitely looks pretty good. It's just, you know, I don't know. The paint is like so non-existent. Anyway, posability wise in robot mode is pretty good, but it would have been better if he had more ankle tilts. you know, proper ankle tilts, it would have been better. And if his head, if his head was on the ball joint, then it would have been better. It would have been a whole lot better. Trust me. Anyway, so yeah, as far as ranking this figure from a scale of 1 to 10, this is hard to decide. I think I'll just give him a 6.5 out of 10. He's just all around just decent. He's just okay. I mean, he's simple, he's basic, so he's definitely fun to mess with. It's just that, you know, some joints are pretty loose, and you know, some details I really don't get, the colors I really don't get. I mean, yeah, I mean, 6.5 out of 10, it's just okay. It's just decent. So, if Studio Series can make Transformers Prime figures, please make this more screen accurate. That's all I'm asking. You know, since Predacons Rising was a movie, I want this design to be in the Studio Series toy line. So please, I'm begging anyway. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. This figure is just okay in my opinion. Yeah, it's okay. So anyway, so I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Transformers Prime reviews playlist, so I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below. And if you want to get this figure, try finding on eBay, on online stores, I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. I just want to do a quick shout out to my fellow YouTuber, a fellow friend of mine on YouTube. His name is TF Collector, and he is a great Transformers toy reviewer. I really love his videos. His videos are really enjoyable, and he literally reviews everything from the main line. Like he reviews everything from Earthrise, you know, from Siege, and yeah, really, he's a really cool YouTuber. So I'll post a link to his channel in the description down below. If you want to check him out, go subscribe to his channel right there. He needs the love, he needs the support in the Transformers community. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel right there. He's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome. So, okay, so that's it for my shout out. And for your other Transformers needs, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for any availability of other figures. So I'll post a link to that website in the description down below as well. So, and I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Optimus Prime, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.